We spoke a little bit of this on Wednesday about forgiveness and about that journey of how do we actually get to forgiveness? How do we get to a point where we feel like, yeah, I can forgive somebody or forgive myself? And it's exactly like what we're describing. When we let ourselves go through the layers of whatever feelings we have inside in relation to something or someone, when that's all released, and it's genuinely released and genuinely healed, for me, forgiveness feels like the automatic next step. It feels effortless at that point. Because there is nothing in me that I'm holding against that situation or holding against that person or whatever it is. I have no resentment. I'm not holding anything grudge. I'm not holding anything anger. I'm not holding anything painful. And therefore, unforgiveness has nothing to hold on to anymore. It just becomes automatic. Life happens. Or that was a shame, but I healed it. It's how we can truly, truly free ourselves from things that are incredibly painful. We start to become aware of whatever layer is bugging us at the moment. Yeah. And that can be triggered by, it could be somebody we work with, it could be triggered by our partner or children or whatever it is, yeah? And we start to become aware of, this is bugging me. There's some upset there, there's something there. In a healing space or a journey like this, we start to follow that thread of how is this familiar or what is this really triggering for me? When we start to feel my hurt of this situation feels bigger than is appropriate, that gives us a little bit of a clue that actually maybe I have more layers in this that I haven't been able to let myself access before. So when we practice mantra, in the way that we practice mantra here, that begins to give us access to those deeper layers. But you don't need to think about that right now. Having your awareness just with what is the layer that I'm able to see and feel right now. There's no comparison in that. Just because you see somebody who's maybe on this journey a few years or a few months already, that does not necessarily mean they're more advanced at this than you are. So don't let yourself compare with what anybody else is doing. Just go with what's my first layer. What am I feeling right now? And what in me is asking for a healing space? And then we're asking, can I give it that? And if I can give it that, great. If I'm feeling not able to give it that, then what do I need to do that builds my energy or builds myself, whether it's my trust in myself or my trust in who I'm working with, therapist, healer, something like that. What do I need to do that builds my inner energy so I can feel, I can handle this. I can handle this emotion. I can handle this feeling or this upset that is wishing to. In this space, let your focus just be with whatever I need for now. Allow yourself that space, because we can easily start thinking about other people, and that can be a really good distraction too. If I start thinking about, what other people need, what does my partner need, or what does my children need, and we start making these sacrifices and things like that, and that doesn't serve us when something is needing to be healed. So in this space, I invite you to give complete attention to whatever is needing something within you. And let yourself be aware of that. What's the feeling vibration of that? What's the emotion vibration of that? And just feel what starts to move inside. Am I feeling something at my heart? Am I feeling something in my stomach? Am I feeling something in my belly? Or maybe I'm feeling something, it could be my shoulders or my back. Maybe I have a headache. All of these things, when we start to follow the thread, it's letting us know something is not okay in me. And we can follow the thread of it within our body to find out what that is. We can be very frozen in something. But that just means that the emotions were so big that our body just literally froze them. And the feeling of that when we go to heal it can feel like I've accessed something that was standing still in time. And sometimes it can feel like when we begin to thaw that out, We have a feeling of remembering something that we had never remembered before that point. Or at least that's been my experience of it. You encounter something, it's like, oh, I didn't remember that before now. So either way, so whether we have already a memory or the memory comes with the feeling, either way, bit by bit, we can give healing to that. And the healing is how we let ourselves thaw out those parts that are frozen. This isn't like taking a sledgehammer to a block of ice. This is very gentle healing in that way. It's bringing warmth to it. Warmth is the best approach to heal anything that's frozen inside. So the warmth that we're really bringing is love energy. Because love is the warmth, isn't it? And in my experience, love can heal anything. It might take a while. It might take longer for this more than that. But there is nothing that love cannot heal in that way, in my experience. So don't have any pressure on yourselves to try and work out your whole journey at this point. How am I going to heal this, or how am I going to heal that? Just go with whatever is available. We get as far as we get. We do as much as we can. We do as much as our life allows, or our day allows, or our emotional world allows. There's nobody else that dictates the pace of your healing outside of you. But when you step into doing mantra practice, that will definitely accelerate it. You step into a healing space like this, that will definitely help move things along.